Ethan was a 16-year-old boy who loved exploring unusual places. During his school vacation, he visited a small coastal village with his uncle. One rainy afternoon, Ethan found an old map inside a wooden chest. The map showed a small island surrounded by dark blue water. At the center of the island was an old lighthouse. A message was written below it. When the lighthouse goes dark, the island needs a visitor. Ethan became curious. The next morning, the weather was calm. He prepared his backpack with water, food, a flashlight, a compass, and a notebook. His uncle took him by boat toward the island. After an hour, they reached the shore. The lighthouse stood on top of a rocky hill. Its windows were covered with dust, and its light had not worked for many years. Ethan decided to climb the hill and investigate. Ethan entered the lighthouse carefully. Inside, he found an old staircase covered with dust. At the top was a large room containing the broken lighthouse lamp. Beside it was a strange metal box. Ethan opened the box and discovered an old journal. The journal belonged to the lighthouse keeper. One page contained a drawing of a tunnel beneath the lighthouse. Ethan followed the drawing. Behind a wooden shelf, he discovered a hidden door. The door led to a narrow underground passage. After walking for several minutes, Ethan reached a large cave. Inside the cave was an underground water channel flowing toward the sea. He also discovered old equipment used by the lighthouse keeper to collect and store fresh water for the island. Ethan realized that the lighthouse was not only used to guide ships. It had once helped the island's small community survive during storms. Ethan returned to the lighthouse and told his uncle what he had discovered. Together, they contacted the local authorities. Experts later examined the lighthouse and repaired its old equipment. They also cleaned the underground water system without damaging the original structure. A few weeks later, the lighthouse light was turned on again. Its bright beam crossed the ocean at night. The villagers celebrated. Ethan stood on the shore and watched the light sweep across the dark sea. His uncle smiled. Sometimes an adventure is not about finding treasure. It is about discovering something important and helping people remember its value. Ethan wrote everything about the journey in his notebook. He learned that old places could contain valuable knowledge about how people lived in the past. Before leaving the village, Ethan looked back at Storm Island. The lighthouse was shining brightly once again. He knew that his adventure had not only revealed a forgotten place. It had helped bring an important part of the island's history back to life.